Well, that's where we'll tap in and say good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the world. How's everybody doing? Good Thursday morning. It's already the 24th day within the month of March, within the year 2022. How's everybody? Let me say good morning to my television audience this morning. Those of you viewing via Channel 11, 20, or Channel 7, good morning. Once again, let me say good morning to my social media audience this morning. Those of you via Facebook, good morning. Those of you viewing also via YouTube, good morning. Thanks and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Grenada. Pretty soon I'll link up with my bro via Hot 98. That's Gary. It's G Squared in the morning. Hey, don't forget the number that you could chime in with. You probably want to hit me up via 435-2041 with a WhatsApp when we request you. It was that call. You can certainly do that. All right. We getting set to kick the morning off here. Let me see if my bro is ready for me. Let me say good morning to Gary. Gary, are you there this morning? Good morning. Still not getting that audio feed from Gary for some reason or the other this morning. Certainly hope we get that corrected shortly. It's Good Morning Grenada. We're moving on this morning. Let's see what's up in terms of our usual programming that we tried for you this morning. Let's get into our word of the day this morning here on Good Morning Grenada. And the word of the day, reciprocate. And that's the word of the day for today. And reciprocate is a verb. And reciprocate means to do something for or to someone who has done something similar for you to you. Think about that. It was kind of my friend to give me a ride to the airport. And on the flight, I was thinking of how to reciprocate the favor. So somebody do something for you, and it's like you offer it in return. Simple way of putting it together. All right. So that's the word of the day this morning here on the Good Morning Grenada. Let's get set to rolling to the thought of the day. Also, you know, we always throw that thought of the day that would just guide you through the day. Probably that thought we may throw this morning may just be the thought that you know. You probably may be thinking in that particular way, and the thought of the day may just be that guide we threw out for you this morning. Now, let's hear the thought of the day for today. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Now, that's the thought of the day for today. All right, so if for some reason or the other, you know, you got up and you have that sort of worrying feeling or the other, you know, hey, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will suddenly worry about itself. Think about that. Each day has enough trouble of its own, so don't you dare worry about it. It's Good Morning Grenada. Still waiting on my bro this morning. Not sure why he's not tapping in on me this morning, but we certainly will be moving on with the show this morning. It's moving up to 20 minutes before the top of the hour. We drew for a break. We're going to take it, and when we come back, we got more for you. Don't forget, we have for you your health tip. Yeah, of course, did you know segment coming your way also, and the riddle. So stick around for that. All part of Good Morning Grenada.
Chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies flies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. And COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Join GBN Television and K105 FM on March 22nd and 29th from 8 p.m. for the Antillean Life Health Forum, a new focus on health, a collective approach made possible by Antillean Life Insurance, Spice Isle Imaging Center, Gittins Healthcare, Grenada Planned Parenthood Association, Grenada Paper Products, Hubbard's Motor Department, 7 Seas, and the Grenville Credit Union.
So we're back on the Insiders. Good morning, Grenada. I was rolling solo there for a little bit, but I think my bro was with me this morning. For some reason or the other, I wanted to use a word to just kind of describe him this morning. I'll say he chickened out on me for a little bit, but I guess he's with us. He's back with me this morning. Gary, good morning, my brother. How are you this morning? Certainly not getting an audio from you. I'm not sure the reason why for that, but certainly not getting an audio feed from you this morning. I'm not sure the reason why for that. But,
you hearing me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. Oh, thought you went muting me there for a wee bit. Anyway, how you doing this morning, man? How you doing? How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Rich and famous. That's who I am.
Good for you, man.
Might be like, what is he talking about?
What is he talking about?
You got to talk it into existence. You know, I've been doing a lot of reading lately. Affirmation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got to talk it into being, man. We are what we say. Our brain interprets the words that come from our mouth and bring it to existence. All right?
I am totally agreeing with you this morning.
So we speak it into being.
Yeah.
So how I'm doing, I'm rich.
Yeah.
And I'm famous, baby.
They say positive thoughts are ways of positive prayers. You know that, right?
There you go.
So there you go, man. So we already taken care of the word of the day. We have already taken care of the thought of the day. I'm going to get set to let you take care of the Did You Know segment this morning. We have our health tip coming up also. Don't forget our health tip comes to the kind compliments of the folks of Mitchell's Health and Wellness Pharmacy, folks, for your family's health. And, of course, for you, where your family's health is our business. All right, so that's your health tip, who are sponsoring our health tip this morning. So which way you going first? You want to take if you Did You Know segment, or you want to roll into the health tip this morning, Gary? I'm going to let you do something, man. I've been talking a whole lot.
Health tip for the morning. Tomatoes, man. Tomatoes, whichever way you want to go. When last have you had them? All right. Tomatoes are good for you.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, they have lycopene in tomatoes to help lower the risk of cardiovascular disease, free radical damage, and some neurological disease like Alzheimer's. So make sure you love upon your tomatoes, man. They've got, of course, the good stuff in them, all right? All natural. Yeah, man.
All right. Let's get set for a health tip and a riddle as we move along this morning. It's Good Morning Grenada. Let's get set for Did You Know segment, Gary. Let's see about the Did You Know segment this morning. It's an interesting one. I'll let you roll it this morning.
Did you know sponges hold more cold water than hot? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Sponges can absorb and hold more cold water than hot. The reason being, due to the effect of heat on water, on the molecular level, cold and warm water have different densities.
Yep.
Cold water is more dense than hot water because without heat, the water molecules can not fuel fast enough. Okay?
All right.
So there you go.
Did
you know that cold water is more dense than hot water?
Yeah, because it's only obvious because if you look at the size of ships that moves along the sea water, you understand, and I guess it's because of the coldness of the water in certain areas. The density is able to keep them up. You understand? So
there you go. Wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah. Think about that, right? Hey, let's get for your riddle of the morning, folks, as we move along here on K105, Hot 98. It's Good Morning Grenada. And for the riddle this morning, come to you compliments of friends of Sleepy Dappers. All natural, all organic for your baby's total comfort and protection. Sleepy Dappers, always for better. Let's see the riddle this morning, folks. And don't forget, folks, you could always chime in with the riddle. Send us your answers via WhatsApp. If you're going to let your youngster answer it, of course, send in a voice note of their voice and a photo. And we certainly make them that smutty pants of the morning.
Hey, GT, and they winning this morning again.
They're winning this morning again. All right.
Yes, the first person to answer the question correctly with a picture. We got to get them doing that with a picture of that youngster or themselves, I imagine. All right, wins a pack of diaper.
Pack of Sleepy Dappers.
Sleepy Dappers.
All right.
All right.
Let's go with the riddle this morning. Okay, let me take
let me
go with the riddle. A man rode into town on Tuesday and left 2 days later on Tuesday. How is this possible? A man rode into town on Tuesday and left 2 days later on Tuesday. How is this possible? Send us your answers via, of course, WhatsApp. And as Gary mentioned this morning, you get to win yourself a pack of Sleepy Dappers for the first person to answer the question with a picture and a voice note too. You want to hear the voice of the youngster, or maybe it could be an adult. Yeah, it doesn't matter this morning. Hey Gary, moving up, man. The time is on us this morning. It's moving up to 14 minutes before the top of the hour this morning. Time to company with the folks of Grace Foods. Time to compliments Grace Food. And it's also time for the AM edition of news here on K105 Hot 98. A rebroadcast of the day of last evening news via GBN TV. We're coming right back after the news. Stay with us here on the Good Morning Grenada.
Good evening to all our viewers and the listeners of Classic 105. I am Blossom Alexis Welsh with the details. Top story tonight, it will be a special edition of Intercall 2022 when the games run off for the first time in 3 years next month. The events will take place in 1 day, but organizers say it's only for this year as athletes get back in the groove of track and field. Gerard Joseph starts tonight's newscast.
It was out of these concerns that the idea of a one-day intercall was born.
Dominic Jeremiah, chairman of the Grenada Association of Principals of Secondary Schools, says despite the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, they decided in January to ensure school life returns to some form of normalcy.
This year, we thought it was necessary to start. The shortness of the time for preparation, the lack of financial support for schools to get the athletic program up and running, the need to start rebuilding the intercall systems, and the fact that a large number of students have not experienced the game at all. Students from Form 1 to Form 4 have not experienced intercall.
Jeremiah says this is the start to the build-up to the normal hosting of the games in 2023, noting that Intercall as an institution is firstly about education.
And so that is why we want to ensure that the Republic Bank Intercall Championship is executed in an efficient and incident-free manner. We are asking our students, schools, and patrons to come out in your number to support the games. We ask all to exercise care and take personal responsibility since we are still in a pandemic.
April 7th is the date set for this special edition of Intercall Games, which will be open to the public and students in accordance with the full capacity of the Kiani James Athletic Stadium. Naomi Diali, Managing Director of Republic Bank, says they are extremely elated to collaborate with the Principals Association to host the 2022 Intercall Games.
I know what you may be thinking. How can we pull off these games in just 2 weeks to go? Rest assured, Republic Bank stands ready to support the Grenada Association of Principals of Secondary School. We are ready to work with this dedicated team of volunteers to make Grenada the games happen come April the 7th.
Games Director John M. Mitchell says, due to the limits of it being one day, 46 track and field events will be held, whereby the distance and field events will be open to the senior athletes.
Again, we'll be having the prelims, so we have the morning of heats, and approximately at 3 p.m. thereabout, we are going to have all final events going into that final event, which will be the 4x4, both male and female.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
International journalists will be given a 2-day tour and experience of Grenada, and one of the major tour operators which travel with the team is returning to the Isle of Spice. Chris Millard, CEO of the Barmy Army, says they are excited to return after their tour in Grenada in 2015. Here's Gerard Joseph once again.
The Barmy Army is back. The Barmy Army is a company that provides tickets and arranges touring parties for some of its members to follow the English cricket team in the UK and overseas. Chris Millard, CEO of the Barmy Army, says, having frequented Antigua and Barbados, they are elated to return to Grenada, noting the excellent experience in 2015.
We've worked so closely with Pure Grenada, it really is the destination to be seen on this tour, and that's why all the hotels were at full capacity very quickly and all the flights were taken.
Millard says the Barmy Army is looking forward to another exceptional experience, noting that they are bringing thousands of fans in their biggest tour to date, plus an increased social media reach to Grenada.
We get between 50 and 100 million impressions per test match when we're playing a test match, and that's something that we look to showcase. So the work we've done with Pure Grenada will help to steer that in the right direction and give everyone a real taste of what Grenada can offer, which is so different to the other islands in the Caribbean.
He says the Barmy Army always look for different elements to every destination.
One of the best things is getting involved with the community, so I really do hope that the Grenadan people come out and support, because it would be a real disappointment to not mix with them, to not get a real feel for the culture on the island, and also have a little look at what it's got to offer. And that's something we get from conversations in the stands, conversations in the bars. I'm speaking to the hotel staff, and it's really a unique travelling set of fans, because we love immersing ourselves in not only the tourist culture but also the culture that the people live here, and that's something we really look forward to.
The Barmy Army CEO says there is a pent-up hunger from the English fans to witness cricket in person, noting the Ashes left them frustrated due to the restrictions caused by the pandemic.
I love the concept that the ground is 5-10 minutes away from the centre, and you'll have a lot of people that enjoy just having a visit to the centre at lunchtime, after play, before play, and just walking up there. That's really unique. I really like the harbour, and the way it's so beautiful, right? And there's some lovely restaurants on the harbour that we visited, and we look forward to visiting again. And I will, if I get a day off, and with the rest of the team, we will definitely visit the waterfalls. Heard a lot about them, not seen them yet, so I look forward to visiting them, hopefully.
Millard says the next best after an Ashes tour is a West Indies tour, and they feel fortunate to be able to travel to the Caribbean. The third Apex Test match in the England tour of the West Indies begins at 10 a.m. at the National Stadium on Thursday. GBN will bring you live coverage via Classic Radio from 9:30 a.m. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
The old dump site at the Perseverance landfill is being phased out of use. As we hear in this Christelina John report, approximately 14 acres of land will have to be capped with earth during the 1-month process.
The Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority is closing its old waste site at Perseverance St. George in a process that started Wednesday and is expected to last for about a month. Myrna Julian, Communications Officer at Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, explained that an area has been created between the new landfill and the old landfill cell for dumping in the immediate future. The former landfill is now being prepared for what she refers to as capping.
The new landfill is not yet complete. right? When I say the new landfill, the final cell for waste disposal, it is not yet complete. The lining process has not yet commenced. And certain people may have certain misconceptions about what they see when they pass here. Now, it is a temporary operation. If you look on the hill, you would see garbage being disposed. And this is because we have ceased using the old dump site, right? The process of capping will begin in a few days' time of the old dump site. You would see that it's made into terraces, and this is in preparation for the capping process.
Julian further explained that the treatment facility for the liquid waste is presently being lined. She says they will continue to educate the public on what's happening at the garbage disposal site in terms of moving and bringing together both the new and old cells.
Liners would be put in there, all the layering of the stones and gravel strip stones and so on, and the pipes, the geotextile liner would be placed in, and then the landfill cell itself would be commissioned officially for the receipt of waste. Then we would treat with the waste that is currently arriving at the landfill, have it taken for final disposal on the facility.
Residents of Brisbane and surrounding areas are asked to refrain from parking their vehicles along the Brisbane Main Road in order to limit obstruction, as heavy equipment will be transporting materials to the Perseverance site effective today.
I'm taking the earth from the nearest accessible site, which is at Boucheju, right, to cap that facility. And so you would observe it would be heavy equipment in terms of the trucks and so on. So we would anticipate that there would be some interruptions. We recognize also that there are vehicles that are permanently parked. There are some derelicts that are on the roadside, especially in the Brisbane area. And so these are the communities that we are appealing to help to ensure that there is a smooth flow of traffic as possible.
Christelina John, GBN News.
Welcome back to the news. Lack of proper access roads in a number of communities throughout Grenada has been a challenge for many. A community of residents in the south of the island sought assistance to undertake the task themselves. Christelina John has this story.
In years gone by, harsh dry season brought major bush fires, especially in the south, which has threatened homes and livelihoods. A recent house fire in the south of the island reminded residents of Grandans Valley in St. George about the need of adequate road access. Daniel Batiste, a resident for more than 23 years, says this is their second attempt at trying to get a road complete.
We do some work on the road. We pay some money to grade this road already, and then we go to the government for help, and they're telling us yes, and nothing been done. So I thank God for that moment that we could get something started, because when rainfall is very terrible for we to go up on that side.
With an all-hands-on-deck approach, construction on the road has restarted. The project entails digging, leveling, and pouring of cement and the construction of drains. This will serve at least 30 families on the hillside who have complained about challenges when it rains. The work began last weekend with materials supplied by businessman Andy Williams with assistance from other businesses, which amounts to approximately $10,000.
Well, we're looking at the community spirit, the people that live on the hill, that I speak to a couple of them already, and tell them for start the place a lot, So once they come out, they don't come out, I will function.
Minister for Infrastructure Nolan Cox was asked about residents' claim that they sought assistance from government, and he said that may have happened but cannot confirm. He told GBN that government is undertaking a number of small projects and therefore not all can be accomplished at the same time. Christelina John, GBN News.
He came to Grenada as an immigrant and became a pillar of strength among the Grenadian people. Former chairman and executive director of George F. Huggins and Company, George A. Meniz, passed away over the weekend, leaving the many lives he touched heartbroken. Here's Rena Pierre Thomas with that report.
George Menes, OBE, made his mark publicly as a staunch businessman, but his deeds as a silent giver are more than many could imagine. After a period of illness, Mr. Menes passed away on Sunday at the age of 80, leaving his family and staff of Huggins and many Grenadians to mourn his passing. His daughter, Ania Chow Chung, who succeeded her father as chairman and executive director, the George of Huggins and the company, spoke of his legacy.
Mr. Menes held so many directorships. He was chairman of the Grenada Airports Authority. He was director of the Grenada Ports Authority and worked closely with the then port general manager, Mr. Ambrose Phillip, for whom he had great respect.
Mr. Menes grew up on a sugar estate in Guyana, where his father was the bookkeeper, and later migrated to Grenada in 1966, where he became the credit controller of George of Huggins and the company. The ambitious young man worked his way up in the company until he became chairman of the board from 1974 to 2017. He touched the lives of many over the years, as one of his passions was to assist vulnerable families in need, as well as fulfilling corporate responsibilities and make personal commitments towards community development.
He supported the health sector. In fact, under his leadership, we made a meaningful contribution to the refurbishment of the doctors' quarters at the General Hospital. Sports, as I said before, was really dear to his heart. And so he held back nothing in making sure that Huggins played its role in sports and culture.
Mrs. Chow Chung said despite her father's dedication to his business, family was always important to him, and so too was helping people.
I would walk into work on a morning and there would be people lined up. And this was a regular thing. Almost every month, there were a number of people who Mr. Menes helped. And you would see people there on crutches, people there looking quite fine, but who would have had their personal financial challenges or their personal emotional and family challenges. And Mr. Menes would be there to either give a listening ear and advice and counsel as a husband and father, or he would be there to support and say, listen, take this by your medication.
Chow Chung said her father will be greatly missed.
And we're asking that for those who may be listening and thinking of sending flowers, we're asking that in lieu of flowers, that a contribution be made either to the Missionaries of Charity and the Hilarion Home. The outpouring of love for Mr. Menes has been so comforting for us at this time. I know it would have meant a tremendous amount to him to know how much love and support Mrs. Menes has at this time, and of course the three of us.
His funeral will be held on Monday at 1:30 p.m. at the Blessed Sacrament Church in Grand Anse. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
And now let's turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Here's Rena Pett Thomas once again, who has been looking around the platforms.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz Report.
Grenada's heavy revenue earners, the Citizenship by Investment Program, is facing threats from international countries, and a fight is now on to save it. GBN brought the story, and you, our online audience, took to the comment section to air your views. Robin said, with all these monies collected, how much have the people benefited before the CPI program? These countries are doing well. These countries have enough to sustain themselves. There are a lot of resources in these countries. They need to access them and stop making it hard for citizens to travel abroad with a visa in place. Thomas commented, well, this is not at all surprising. Another bad idea gone badly. Grenada is too easy for wealthy foreigners to come and do what they want and just walk away. The millions of dollars that were accumulated will never benefit the people at the grassroots. The government is to be reminded that poverty can only be tackled from the bottom, and it's time for Grenada to put its pride in its people first. Evanson wrote, lazy Caribbean leaders who did not know that CBI could have just disappeared easily. And finally, Annette commented, it no surprise. First, it was offshore banks. It's a short space of time. They all dismissed. Now this, they jump to boast of quick money, plenty money. That's a lot of money. That's a wrap for tonight's Buzz. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
Welcome back. Key stakeholders within the coconut industry in Grenada were brought up to date with the experiences of regional countries that have been impacted by the lethal yellowing disease. They were also given possible solutions that can combat the pest should it be found in Grenada. Here's Rena Perry-Thomas with this one.
Agriculture officials are taking proactive measures in the event of an outbreak of the lethal yellowing disease that can wreak havoc on the local coconut industry. Grenada's Office of CADI, along with a delegation from the International Trade Center and the Coconut Industry Board of Jamaica, with support from the Ministry of Agriculture, organized a one-day exercise geared at educating stakeholders about the disease, control measures, and recommended agronomic practices for coconuts. This is part of the implementation of the CARIFORM OACPS Alliances for Coconut Industry Development in the Caribbean project, Phase 2, funded by the European Union. While the lethal yellowing disease has not been identified in Grenada, this strategy, according to CADI Director Reginald Andel, is to prepare stakeholders for the disease if it is found in Grenada.
Barrington Levy in the morning time. Now, if you want to sing along with this one, I certainly will encourage. So we live back via GBN TV or social media platforms. Good morning. All is well with everyone this morning, wherever you're at. We get set to roll back in, folks. Let me take a peek in terms of visitors to the island this morning via cruise ship. We are expecting one cruise ship in today. I think my bro's back with me this morning. Let's say good morning to Gary. Gary, good morning. Thanks for popping back in, man. Thanks for popping back, man. We're back live here on the K105 Hot 98 and the GBN TV. You know, I was just playing in the background that Barrington Levy. Man. One of my favorite songs from the artist.
I'm hearing you.
One of my favorite songs from the artist. I just had to pop it in this morning, man. Hey, when we wrap the show this morning, I'm going to show some more Barrington Levy out. I got a surprise track for you during the Tune for Tune segment. I'm just giving you a heads up to get yourself all geared up this morning.
I'm all geared up.
All geared up.
All geared up.
Hey, look, so we back, Gary. Let's take a peek in terms of visitors to the island this morning. We're expecting one cruise ship in today. And pretty big one for say in terms of visitors to the island today being Thursday the 24th. We're expecting the Norwegian Epic with us today. And it has a capacity of 4,100 passengers on board. You know, with all the other visitors we have already on island, Gary, and the cruise ship coming in today, man, it's going to be all good. It's going to be all good.
Yeah, the Epic is making some frequent port of calls.
Yep.
And like I always say, a lot of Grenadians work on the Epic.
All right.
So they are happy about that.
Well, a reason to be back home, per se, even though it's just for a couple of hours, it's happy to be back home because it's going to be in and around midday, just around 12 p.m. And it's going to stick around till about 7 p.m. This evening. So
it's a long time.
Yeah, that's a long time, man. You could go around the entire island and visit all your family and friends and still get back on the cruise ship on time. You understand? If you're a Grenadian who on the ship.
Yeah, man.
All right. So we're moving on, folks. It's just about time's on the move, man. 9 minutes already after the hour this morning here on Good Morning Grenada. Gary, June the 4th, 2022.
That is right. King of the Grill is back.
Yep. And get ready for that, Grenada. Bon Rouge playing field. It's the Maggie King of the Grill. So get ready for that. Get ready for that is coming your way. Okay, we got Money Matters coming up. We're going to take that. And when we come back, we popping to the answers to the riddle. Lots of folks have chime in this morning on the riddle. So when we come back, we share the answers for the riddle and all the other details and information we do have to throw out, all being part of Good Morning Grenada. Hey, Money Matters is next. We're coming right back. Don't touch your dial. Stay with us here on Good Morning Grenada.
Welcome to Money Matters, made possible by Courts, bringing value home.
Welcome to Money Matters, financial information for sound living. Wherever you are in life, these tips may help you get on solid financial ground and help you stay there. Today we look at some useful techniques that should be considered when making purchases. 1. Differentiate between wants and needs. Needs are those items that are necessary to sustain you and your loved ones' lives. 2. Ignore the Joneses. You don't have to have the biggest and the best, regardless of the cost. 3. Extravagant purchases will lose their glitter. After the compliments of family and friends have faded away, there still remains the big payment, maintenance, and repairs. 4. Try before you buy. Before you buy anything, especially items with big price tags, borrow one, rent one, or try one out before you fork over the cash.
Money Matters was made possible by Courts Grenada Limited, bringing value home.
We're back live here on Good Morning Grenada. It's G Squared with you folks. Don't forget, Money Matters came to the kind compliments of Coats Grenada Limited. Hey Gary, we're back live here on the Good Morning Grenada, and we're moving on this morning. Lots of credit for the folks, the viewers and listeners this morning, wherever you're at around the world, whatever you're doing. Thanks for making us your choice. Don't forget to share the live. If you're viewing via Facebook, share the live, share the live, share the live, and you could always participate in sharing your comments.
Quite a folks are viewing right about now.
Yeah.
Let's get some more likes, man. The likes need to go hand in hand with the views. Let's get some more likes, man, and share it up. Let's keep this going.
All right.
Who is heading to the stadium today, boy?
Well,
I'm looking at the weather there. I say, oh gosh, boy, of all the days the rain choose to fall today, boy.
I know it's predict light showers. Light showers.
So, yeah, let's hope it clears up.
Hope it remains light. That's going to, of course, deter folks from wanting to head down or not even stop the game per se.
Between me and you, I feel in the vibes. I figure
you want to go.
I want to go. Feeling the vibes. I'm feeling it.
I hope somebody feel nice and offer me some tickets. I don't mind going.
I'm feeling the vibes. Cricket, lovely cricket, of course. During the news, you would have heard the people of the UK folks speaking highly of Grenada.
Yeah.
And what they've been saying is that, hey, we are poised to really take advantage of this opportunity right about now. We're the first country, I think, in the region to have a cricket game where there is no differentiation between vax and non-vax.
Yeah, we should take that opportunity, man. Take that opportunity.
A lot is expected from that. A lot of folks would be rushing to the stadium, not just Grenadians, but people from far and wide. And we welcome you guys.
Yep. I mean, I'm certainly happy for the island getting the opportunity to host a game like that. It's like getting back to a level of normalcy, Gary. Getting back to a level of normalcy.
In Trinidad, they're doing the same thing. In Trinidad, Rowley has spoken of going back to some form of normalcy.
Yep.
Very soon.
I mean, not only talking cricket, I've been listening and paying attention to the different things. We're going to have Intercall this year again, Gary. When we
get to the version of Intercall too.
Yep. So, we are with that.
It would be interesting to see how they would stage Intercall on one day, given the number of events that run off throughout the 2-day period that has been the traditional thing to do. So it will be interesting.
We'll see. I mean, we have missed it over the years, the rivalry between the schools and so forth. And 2022, everything seems to be just trending back into place for some reason or the other. You understand? Anyway, man, we hope everything rolls out really nice. nice. But it's all about cricket.
Traffic rules. I don't know if you have the traffic rules.
I do have the traffic rules. Let me pop it in this morning before we move on. I started it off here. So let's talk with the no entry areas, folks. And vehicle traffic will not be allowed on the following areas. That's Old Fort Public Road from its junction with Lucas Street, Cemetery Hill from its junction with Church Street, the Humpback Bridge from its junction with River Road, the Ring Road from its junction with Mount Rush Public Road to the direction of the Humpback Bridge. So that's no entry. Let me go into the public parking areas which will be permitted. Public parking will be available in the following areas: the concrete area of the car park at the Athletic Stadium, behind the National Stadium, within the vicinity of the cricket net, entering from the Ring Road through Gate 6. Parking to the front of the National Stadium adjacent to River Road will be restricted only to VIPs, dignitaries only, and persons with special permits from the Grenada National Celebrations Committee. Now here's the no parking zone for you. No parking will be allowed in the following areas should I say either side of the road. Take a note of that. Melville Street from the Fish Market to Cherry Hill. Take note of that. No parking. Queen's Park Road from its junction with the Green Bridge to the National Stadium. River Road from Purcell's Lumberyard to the roundabout close to the Lockwood Brothers Crematorium. Also, you can't park there either, man. Either side.
I go just out of park home and walk.
You gotta walk. Take a bus. I think buses will be permitted. I'll get to that shortly. Mount Rush Public Road from its junction with the Ring Road, the National Stadium, main entrance public way from Green Bridge. No parking. Go Street from its intersection with Halifax Street and Bruce Street between the hours of 6 a.m. this morning and 7 p.m. later on this evening. Now listen to this also, Gary. One-way traffic. This is for one-way traffic, so you only permit to go one direction. River Road Public Road will be one-way traffic towards the direction of Mungay at the conclusion of the games. All right, so after the games, there'll only be a one-way traffic there. All right, so folks, take note of that. But there's also a note: only buses will be exempted from the same. So buses will be allowed to probably go either direction. All right, but if you're using your private cars, it's going to be one way direction. All right, now listen to this also: emergency routes. Emergency vehicles will exit the National Stadium from Queen's Park Public Road onto Cemetery Hill and onto Granatang Road. And finally, I got a picture of this one in. Vending. Persons will only be allowed to vend on the seaside of the main public way along the western corridor. Take a note of that. No vending will be allowed along Queen's Park Road from the Green Bridge to the main entrance of the National Stadium or any other area in the vicinity of the National Stadium. So a little bit of rules in there. Certainly hope folks will follow through and just have the whole thing roll out smoothly for today. All right. So
I'm just seeing a picture of a clear, traffic-free area that stretches way back from the National Stadium. You know, way back.
All right.
For security purposes and, I suppose, and other reasons.
Well, it is what it is for today, man. It's all about cricket, lovely cricket. Those of you who are cricket fans, you're going to be taking advantage of that for the next couple of days. Head down to the National Stadium. Well, the
series is at a stalemate right now.
Yep.
So who you think going to win
give me some results,
today, but who you think is going to win the test?
Yeah, Gary, give me some results. I haven't been following. You understand? I haven't been following. Give me some results this morning if you have results for the.
I haven't got any, and I know that the series is locked up right now. The series is locked up right now, so that's what positioned Grenada also.
So we hoping to break this. We hoping to break that stalemate. Then you understand?
If we can break that stalemate today. Of course, it's going to be jubilation at the stadium.
Wow.
And it could only get better from there.
All right. Hey, Gary, we drew for a break. When we come back, we have for you of course, the Celebrations Club. Stick around for that, folks. It's all part of a Good Morning Grenada here on K105 Hot 98 and GBN TV. We coming right back after the break. Don't you dare touch your dial.
Join GBN on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. for Interesting Grenadians, a program that showcases the lives of interesting and outstanding Grenadians at home and abroad. It's Interesting Grenadians every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on GBN. Don't you miss it.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Let's start the new year on a high, a detox high, because it's detox time again at Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Check out our many detox packages starting from $100 or get 15% off on colonic irrigation therapy. Detoxing can help with liver and blood cleansing, weight loss, constipation, acid reflux, kidney stones, heavy metal removal, gas and bloating, and more. Call or WhatsApp us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. Ask about our delivery options. Visit us now. Bruce Street Mall, store number 1208, or Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. Our opening hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Detox your way to health. These specials ends on March 31st or while stocks last.
At Southern Electrical, you get the best value, quality products, and expert advice. We are the #1 supplier of residential, commercial, and industrial electrical products in Grenada. View our latest arrivals of wall lights for interior and exterior, beautiful chandeliers, pendants, solar motion lights, kitchen appliances such as crispy air fryer ovens, crepe makers, countertop grills, and more. Visit Southern Electrical at Dusty Highway, Grand Down, St. George. We also ship to Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Call or telephone number 444-3042, WhatsApp 405-4993, or browse our website www.segrenada.com.
Hey, welcome back once again. We're live via GBN TV, our social media, of course, platforms. Good morning to you. Also back live via Hot 98 shortly. And I'll resume pretty soon. Up next, I'm thinking about giving out the answers for the riddle this morning. Let's see who that lucky individual going to turn out to be. Let's go over to Gary shortly as we make that link and see what's up with the winner this morning. Gary, you're back with me, my brother. Good morning. Again, we're live back here on Good Morning Grenada. And Gary, we're ready for the answers to the riddle. I think I'm ready to give out the answers. Yeah.
Okay, remember the winner.
There's
it's
answers,
gonna
man.
win.
Because there's some folks who have chimed in with different answers. So maybe I would just give the answer. You understand? Interesting this morning, though. Interesting this morning. A lot of adults have chipped in this morning for some reason, Gary. I've seen adults actually sending their picture in this morning. You know, I think it was, I don't know. Probably the youngsters, it was a little bit of a toughie for the youngsters this morning. Lots of adults have chimed in.
Good stuff, man.
A lot of adults have chimed in. Let's see what some of the folks are saying, and then I'll give you the person who chimed in first. Didn't actually send a voice note, but they sent their picture, and that person is going to be our winner. Let's see what this first individual said here via the voice notes.
Good morning. My name is Jared, and the man had a house named Tuesday.
And somebody prompted him in the background there. You didn't hear that, Gary?
Good morning to you, Jared. It doesn't matter how you got the answer.
I didn't get a little prompt in the background, but we're happy that you participated, Gerald. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is another little young pop in here.
Good morning. My name is Sharon Gibbon, and the answer is Tuesday.
And a little noisy with that one. They didn't get it too clear.
He said the answer is Tuesday.
Yeah. He still said the answer.
That's kind of not what we're searching for. But thanks for calling.
Thanks for participating anyway. Thanks for participating. And not much voice notes, but who else chimed in with an answer this morning? Mostly everyone is saying the horse name was Tuesday. And our first a person that said it was actually an adult. All right, who participated in it this morning, and I guess Master Control would show that picture up, and of course with that female in the blue there, if you could see her live on TV. And congratulations to you, lady, and you are the Smarty Pants this morning, our first individual to post
she's just won herself.
Yep,
a pack of diapers, all courtesy of Sleepy Diapers, all natural, all organic. Yeah.
Those were one of the youngsters that popped in with the answer also. I think it was the second person that popped in with the answer. So congratulations to of course, all three people sent it, but the female in the blue. Didn't give a name, sweetheart. We have your number, though. And we will get that information from you.
Let's get your name.
We'll get your name, and so we'll be able to certainly let you get your pack of Sleepy Diapers. Hope you have a youngster that you can use, or maybe a family member that could actually use the pack of Sleepy Diapers.
A friend, a neighbor, a family member, or a stranger.
Yep. Hey, Gary, moving on 25 minutes after the hour this morning. Let's get set for... You know what we do around this time? Shout out folks out who are celebrating this morning. And when we come back, we got much more for you. All part of Good Morning Grenada here on K105 Hot 98 and at GBN TV. Good morning to all of the celebrants this morning. Let me get into the birthday list. Let me say good morning and happy birthday going out to, I hope I'm getting her name right, it's Kalesi Boca Hood of River Road. Good morning. Is it, I hope I'm getting it right, Kalesi, oh, Kalesi, the name. Good morning and happy birthday to you. Your mom is going to be mad at me for not pronouncing it right. Anyway, your mom want to wish you a happy birthday. That's Sharina, your dad Kelvin, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your cousin, all wishing you a happy birthday. It's Kalesi, right? Kalesi. I hope I'm getting it right. Anyway, good morning and happy birthday to you. Let's say good morning also to Caden Radix. Good morning. He's actually celebrating his birthday today. I think he's actually 4 years old today. Good morning and happy birthday to you from your entire family. Mom and granny and everybody wishing you a happy birthday today. Let's say good morning to Garfield Burrito of Providence, Brush Grove. Good morning and happy birthday. Also, Jennifer Colombo of Sobeys. Good morning and happy birthday. Mommy Clary, sending all the love to you this morning. Brothers, sisters, everyone in the family, wishing you a great day today. Teresa Nichols of Tuileries in St. Andrew. Good morning. Happy birthday. Vincent Bob. Good morning to you, Providence, Brush Grove. Good morning. His entire family sending all the greetings to him this morning. Aishona Mitchell of Bylands in St. Andrew. Good morning. Stephanie Joseph of Adelphi also celebrating. Good morning to John Wells of Gore. Good morning and happy birthday. Rodell Henry of Upper Capital. Good morning and happy birthday to you. All the best on your birthday today. Devon Halley of La Fortune St. Patrick. Good morning, happy birthday from Faithland. Let's say good morning to Marvin. That's Marvin Farmers of Paradise. Good morning. Let's say good morning to Talika Eugene Whitley, who's in the USA. Good morning and happy birthday. Also, Nurse Shawel Roger of Montjaloux. Good morning and happy birthday to you. Melissa Sylvester of Boca. Good morning and happy birthday. Also, let me say good morning to, let me see if I can get this name right. Is it Ketufi Nelson. I hope I'm getting your name right. My bad on the pronunciation this morning. All the best on your birthday from your dad, Nelson, that's Livingston, your mom, and all the other members of the family. Let's say good morning to Rochelle Collins of Gore. Good morning. Happy birthday, Junior Fletcher of Apway Toot. Good morning. Happy birthday, Kadan John of La Poterie. Good morning. Happy birthday, Deanne Antoine of Gore, celebrating today, 9 years old. Good morning from her mom, Rolanda, and all the other members of the family. Kayleen Fleming of Gore. Good morning. Happy birthday. 12 years old today. All the best on your birthday today. Kellon Trevor Coatney of Pearls. Good morning and happy birthday. Angela Elms Ferguson of Chantamel. Good morning and happy birthday to you. Let's say good morning to Marvin Beggs of Redmond and St. Patrick. Good morning. Vanessa Wells of Grandance. Good morning and happy birthday. She actually resides in India. Well, good morning and happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Tamara Harriman of Florida. Good morning and happy birthday. Greetings going on to her from her mom. Let's say good morning to Claudia Victor of Dunbar in Patterson David. Good morning. Jonelle. Good morning to Jonelle. That's all the name I was given on the list this morning. Jonelle. Good morning. I understand you, of course, work at Food Land Supermarket. Good morning and happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Miss Blackett, wherever you at. That's all the name I was given. Good morning. Janaika Pierre. Good morning to Janaika. Let's say good morning to Talisha Farmers, who's in Canada. Good morning. She's from Canada, but actually resides in Tivoli now. Good morning and happy birthday to her this morning from her father, her mother, brothers, and sisters. And finally on the list this morning, Patrick Adonis of Pearls. Good morning and happy birthday from your wife and all the other members of the family. They all wishing you a happy birthday today. That's it for the birthday list this morning. All the folks who are celebrating, let me wish you a happy birthday. Hey, Gary, let's get set to move on this morning. Loads more to try this morning. Loads more, and of course, I'm seeing an interesting article that we want to try the folks out this morning. We're talking about, Jamaica. They're welcoming the royal amidst the protests, and that's interesting. It's an interesting story there this morning. I've been following it a wee bit. What's your take on it?
Well, and finally, a country is being very vocal about where they stand. Mm-hmm. About, of course, British colony, as it was, and how they intend to move forward. Now, let's take a look at the clip, because what is particularly interesting is that the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, he made some comments to the face of the royals. Let's take a listen.
All right. It's 5 in the morning time, and we're getting set to take a peek at that clip there as soon as it's up and running via GBN TV side, and we take a look at that.
Played by the royal family in slavery.
Mr. William, I see you love to dance with the black people, and you love to frolic, but speak some truth on this trip. Speak truth for what it's worth.
Kate and the Duke and Duchess, William, they haven't done anything to us, but they represent a certain kind of history that is unpleasant.
How much is the Queen paying for it? Is it Jamaicans the one that are paying for it?
Along with demands for reparations come calls that Jamaica becomes a republic.
It was motivated by the recognition that it's time. We've grown up, it's 60 years. It's also fostered by the reality of the COVID pandemic. So
discussions that are coming right from the top. Prime Minister Andrew Holness said Jamaica has to cut those ties with the royal family in the future.
Jamaica is, as you would see, a country that is very proud of our history, very proud of what we have achieved, and we're moving on. And we intend to attain in short order our development goals and fulfill our true ambitions. Independent, developed, prosperous country.
This won't have been what the Duke and Duchess were expecting. The Prime Minister did campaign on a pledge to make Jamaica a republic, but to speak to the couple like this in front of the cameras is pretty strong stuff.
So we're back live here on Good Morning Grenada. So Gary, we've been listening to that clip there. And we see the Prime Minister Andrew Holness there of Jamaica saying that pretty soon Jamaica wants to get away from the English rule per se, if you want to say that particular way. Not rule directly, but under that being a British colony, they want to become a republic.
Feeling, I could imagine how they were feeling. Him saying those things right in their face, standing right in front of them. Hey, I don't know what you all might be thinking, but we cutting ties.
Yeah.
We cutting ties. We are following the footsteps of Barbados. And I think Barbados' move to become a republic has light fire under many countries. You know what? All right? So we'll see how that goes from there. But yeah, I mean, kudos to Jamaica. A lot of people uncomfortable having that discussion.
Yeah, man.
They cringe. They don't want to talk about it. They feel uncomfortable. They want to save face. They want to protect the monarchy. Well, this is 2022,
there comes a time when everybody will want to be on their own and just feel to represent themselves. You understand? I'm not looking at somebody ahead of them to take care of them. Managing your own business, per se, if you want to say that.
There's a committee here in Grenada that is rallying the troops as well, in, of course, the topic of reparation and so forth and so on. And I wish you guys all the best. Let's continue to rally on, man. We shouldn't stop here. Let's continue.
I think we have a call. I don't know if the caller want to chime in on this. I hope it's part of what we're chatting about. Let's say good morning to the caller. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brethren.
Good morning.
How is everything?
Everything is all right.
Yeah, England really for the past years gone by in any case, them and France. They say we have 4 parents. We plant and we feed them for all the years gone by. We feed them. All our crops go to England. And they send it back in food and things, in salt and sugar and things, and we continue eating the same thing what they give us for the years gone by, But it's time to pay us for slavery. It's time that England pay we for slavery.
All right.
All the islands. Who want to go republic? They don't pay them first before they go republic. Pay them first. Give everybody their money. Give every country, because they left us on the go. And they leave us just so. There ain't be no good roads, so we. No, this just leave us to the other thing when they leave us on the go on, because I'll figure some hand to mouth for a long
All right, caller. Thanks for your contribution.
It's time they pay us for slavery.
All right, caller. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your contribution this morning. And certainly he's right there, Gary. Some kind of reparation is needed. You understand?
But you know what is even more damning? Is that when slavery was abolished, all right? The slave owners, especially in England, they pay them off. They say, hey, you all make a lot of money as a result of slavery, but we're going to do away with slavery. And as a result, to appease you all, we're going to give you all some money. It's the biggest spirit in the history right now.
But it hasn't happened for us in the Caribbean area, right? For real.
Yeah.
Never done.
They pay them off.
Yeah.
It's time that we get paid off.
We have another caller, Gary. Let's see what this other caller has to say. And then after this, we take a break and we're coming back. Good morning, caller.
How are you?
Not bad.
Right. Yeah, I too in the agreement with with the first caller there, in that we should be compensated, for slavery, because this land, they took our lands, our culture, our way of life, just about everything, just about everything. They took everything from us, We were under their rule. We were not even considered human beings, The thing about it is, the grandson that time came in Jamaica Day, right? And when they asked him, what thing of
Prince William
what happened, he said, yes, it was brutal, and he said it should have never happened, and whatever. But he should have said that. Look, he answered nothing about some compensation should take place. We should be fully.
Well, I will still say he doesn't have the authority, Gary. Huh? I don't think he has the authority to say it. You understand? Or maybe comment on it in the way that we want to hear him say it. I don't think he may have that authority.
Yep. No. I understand what you're saying, but he makes sure, and he said, look, it shouldn't happen. But what I'm saying, he makes sure, and he said that. But what I'm saying, with the same breath, right? With the same breath, I think he should say, look, some kind of compensation, some kind of thing should have saying sorry or saying should have never happened. To me, that doesn't mean nothing.
So do you understand, you caller? Thanks for your contribution this morning. Take it easy, man. Thanks for your contribution. Hey, Gary, we certainly this is a topical issue.
Before you break, you ever wonder why so many people are homeless? So many people are finding it hard to own a piece of land. And after generation and generation, you would still find a lot of Grenadians or folks throughout the islands without a piece of land to their name. Why? For the most part, it's because it was all taken away from us. All right? We were never handed down anything. When they left us, when we gained our independence, when slavery was abolished, there was nothing for us. Nothing.
All right. I understand where you're coming from with Gary, because, you know, families who may have who were slaves and so forth, and you know, the generation moved on, they were just left like that, which I understand. And back then, being a slave, you were not permitted to own anything. You had an owner per se. You understand? So you were not able to own anything, and then your slave, the slave masters or whoever we could say, and just left. And you were left to you know, just do whatever you want on your own. No, and sometimes you don't have they were not the financial capabilities or anything to able to purchase anything, and it has grown down, and it has gone down to the level that we are at right now. I mean, this is a topic we could go on all morning.
It has trickled down.
Yeah, we could talk about this all morning.
That unfortunate position we are still in today.
Yeah.
But remember, Prince Charles visited Barbados during their celebration, the ceremony of where they became a republic, and he also said a few things. But what they continue to do is to dance around the topic. The topic. They would say, yes, it's unfortunate what happened. It was an atrocity, but you would never hear them say, "We are sorry." You will never hear them say that.
You know, it may be difficult.
Because in saying that,
it could be difficult for them to say that, Gary. You know, I'm not siding with them on anything, but sometimes being in the position that they're at, it may be a little bit difficult for them to say that in terms of admitting it publicly. To say, you understand, it may be difficult.
Well, they admit it, but they're not saying sorry.
Yeah, I mean they know.
Getting that, but
yeah, well. What you gonna do? Gary, let me take the break and come back. 20 minutes moving on before the top of the hour. We're coming right back. Don't touch it out. Let's Good Morning Grenada.
Listen to us. The youths like us must be given a hearing.
I am a farmer and I have a story to tell.
I'm a farmer and I too would like to share my story.
Even though we walk out there Sunday to Sunday, we too have a story to tell.
I am a Catholic sometimes and I have things to say. I need someone to listen. I have a lot to say on behalf of single parents.
The Catholic Diocese of St. George's in Grenada has begun the synod process. Pope Francis has involved the Universal Church. Your voice is important. Come, share your story, your experience, and your expectations of church.
Welcome to Nurses Care, a new home healthcare company on Ireland, changing the way you receive healthcare. From registered nurses and aides to medical doctors and qualified physicians, we offer a wide range of healthcare services, from monitoring chronic conditions and medication to elderly care, pediatric care, and maternity nurses, to even housekeeping and case management. We offer 24/7 in-house healthcare services. So contact us today for your in-house consultation at 439-3928.
Physical violence, threats, controlling behavior, and being disrespectful are no-nos in any relationship. Parenting together after a breakup can be difficult, but always speak and behave in ways you would want your children to speak and act. You cannot control what your ex-partner does, but you can control how you choose to respond to your ex and what behaviors you display to your children. Parents, display behaviors you will want your children to learn. A respectful child begins with you. Step up your parenting game. My family matters.
Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Grenada G Squared in the morning town. A bit of Romeo and Virgo in the background there. Track and title, No Money. Hey, Gary, back inside here on Good Morning Grenada. Of course, we just rung it off to the final 15 minutes left on the show this morning. Interesting morning thus far. What would you say, my brother? 15 minutes before we wrap the show up this morning. Yeah.
Time sure flies when you're having fun. Hey, good morning to Dion Thomas. That's on Facebook Live. And he, on the topic discussed a while back, they have in their museum and archives artifacts and documents stolen from countries which they refuse to give back. Same thing with Africa, right?
Yeah.
Peter Mitchell is saying money won't heal it, but it will help people to better their lives a little. All right?
I'm seeing a caller trying to chime in here, Gary. I think I'll just take it and see what this caller has to offer this morning. Could be on the topic still. Is it a topical issue? Good morning. How you doing?
Hi, good morning. I'd just like to add something to what Gary was saying there. When Hitler started bombing England, and he almost destroyed London, like Putin is doing in Ukraine right now. They asked West Indians. As a matter of fact, a whole heap of West Indians left the Caribbean and went to fight Hitler in England. You understand? That's my contribution this morning.
Interesting perspective. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, caller. It's Good Morning Grenada. Hey, Gary, getting set for the tune for two. We only have like 14 minutes left before we wrap the show up this morning. You think you're ready? Let me hit that off. And we due for another break. I wonder if we should take that break first and then come back with the tune for tune. What do you think, man? What do you think? What do you think we should do right about now? Run for the break?
I wanted to hit the interesting Grenadian topic.
You want to roll it
Eugene
Gittins. Oh, you want to hit that?
Night.
You wanted to hit that. Go right ahead. Let's take that.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. And then we come back with the break.
This serves as a way of encouraging and inspiring the young ones in school right about now. All right, so Dr. Lascelle Joseph is Grenada's first female aerospace engineer. All right, she went to TAMCC. She got a island scholarship. She was island scholar. She got a government scholarship. She went to Marquis, so big up the people inside of Marquis. And she went to the Holy Cross School and then went to Convent Grenville. So big up to those schools, man. You have given birth to an incredible Grenadian, and you should be proud of that. But let's listen to the clip in that interview last evening where she said a few things that I want the young folks listening right now to take heed and listen up a little bit. Let's get to the clip.
You were the Island Scholar. That was 2007, Island Scholar, and Marischal.
Yes, so 2007 Island Scholar was from TAMCC, but Marischal Cup was in 2005 for CXC. Yeah.
So TAMCC. So tell us about TAMCC. Is that where well, I guess at CXC level, you would have done a lot of physics and math and the sciences, and you continued that at TAMCC?
Yes. So I knew that I wanted to do sciences, and it's a little hard. It's a little tougher when you get good grades in everything to decide what you want to do. But I just took a moment and thought, what is it that I get most excited about? And that was maths and physics. Chemistry and biology a little bit, but not as much. So going into TAMCC, I knew I had to do maths and physics because that's what I liked. But I also did chemistry and biology because they were science related as well. And I thought, okay, diversify, and then I'll decide. And that's the same thing actually I did for CXC. When I chose my subjects, I wasn't sure where I would end up or what I wanted to do. So I had a business course in there. I had language in there. I had literature. I had Spanish, but I also had the ones that I liked. And I definitely recommend that. It just give yourself more options and give things a chance before you decide you're not good at it or you don't like it. So I did give Spanish a try, French a try, and I realized, okay, I can do it, but I don't like it. So I definitely recommend that to students as well.
So we're back, Gary. Hey, congratulations to her there. I mean, being able to being a Grenadian and having that particular status, I will not say congratulations to her. Grenada's first female aerospace engineer. Yep, that's a huge title.
That's a big thing.
Yep.
She gets to design aircraft and thing. So the next time you enter into an aircraft,
you never
understand that an aerosmith. All right. I keep saying Aerosmith, but aerospace engineer designed that aircraft from top to bottom. Everything except maybe the electrical.
Could be it could have been a Grenadian involved in that. You understand? She could be.
And she is the first Grenadian.
Yep.
Female Grenadian.
Yeah.
You know,
congratulations to her, man. Congratulations to her.
The sky's the limit, folks.
Yep.
But she said, don't take time CC for joke, because that bit of schooling was pivotal.
We have Junior check JC Media to us this morning, Gary. He did promise that we're going to have a view of the traffic condition and the traffic, of course, how it looks like this morning. You think we're ready
for the stadium?
We're going to entertain him a little bit.
People en route to the stadium already? No?
Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to get time to take every tune for tune this morning, which I'm a little bit upset about. But I was kind of gearing up for you. Let's see what JC had to offer this morning. Yes, if he is hearing us, let's just tapping at him one time. JC, good morning. If you're there, good morning.
Good morning, GT.
How you doing this morning, my brother?
Good morning. Well, I'm in traffic and I'm stuck in traffic in Paddock.
You're stuck in traffic.
I'm not hearing him.
Yeah, well, he's with us. I'm hearing him loud and clear. You're stuck in traffic, you saying?
Yeah, a lot of traffic in Paddock. A lot of traffic in Paddock.
A lot of traffic in the Paddock area. All right.
Yeah.
Well, certainly hope you get out of that.
How is it compared to previous mornings?
Fine this morning. It took me a longer time to get out of Springs this morning.
Right.
Left home since 7:30.
He said he left home sometime around 7:30 this morning, Gary, and he's a bit stuck in traffic this morning. And he said, so it was expected of that, because a lot of the some of the roads are closed off. There's no traffic allowed to permitted there, so folks may be using a lot of the alternative routes this morning. So that is expected. Hey, JC, thanks a lot once again for sharing the info with us this morning. Certainly hope you get out of that traffic pretty soon. And
those on Facebook who staying on, I will take a drive. I'll reach as far as the stadium and see what the traffic is like over there.
Not hearing JC, but it's all good.
All right, man. Take it easy, man. Have yourself a good morning.
Okay.
All right. Hey, that was JC with us this morning, and of course, I wish we could have a view. He's stuck in traffic this morning. But he said he's still gonna head on over to the stadium once he get out of the traffic condition that he's in right now, and certainly hope that that is done sooner or later, man. Gary, we're moving up.
Thank you.
On Facebook will get to see it.
All right, man. 8 minutes moving on before the top of the hour. It's Good Morning Grenada, G Squared, GT, and Gary. Those of you viewing us via social media platform, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, good morning to you. Those of you via GBN TV, good morning. Those of you listening via Hot 98, good morning to you also. Gary, we're
getting ready,
Yeah, we ready? Yeah, I think
Who's going first this morning?
You go first. I stopped doing that. I have stopped doing that.
All right. I'm not wasting any time. You ready for me?
Yeah, ready for you. Go right ahead. Let me see.
That's going around the globe, so can I just watch mass and watch bacchanal, so can I international. That's going around the globe, so can I just watch carnival, endless bacchanal, best carnival, endless bacchanal, best carnival, endless bacchanal, in here. Come to the carnival, endless bacchanal, best carnival, endless bacchanal, best carnival, endless bacchanal, in here. Ever since I won the family carnival master, want to wind up and get a bit faster. I'm causing a mass disaster when I reach up in the back. Champion global again, champion global again.
my tune.
Yeah, see, I thought you do.
Take tune, GT.
Big tune. I like that. Let me you know, I like to keep the classic file of things always when we hear on the K105. So, you know, I'm going to play something of a classical nature. Listen to this. Needs no introduction.
Telegram you send me. Who tell you send me? Phone call you call me. Who tell you call me? Telling me this. Come back, Jack. Telling me that. Come back, Jack. You want a song to make you jump up, well, eh? You asked of me, so I give unto you, eh? What you do, Papa, is up to you. Come, so let me see you. Show me the rock where the flag. People, let me see you. Show me the rock where the flag. Let me see you.
You know, I think I could take that long now, you know, Gary. I think you had enough. You know, I think you had enough. This is what they call a classical one there, the Grenada. Man. Big up to Japs back then. You understand? That was a huge.
So you're going on.
That was a huge track.
So I started off with Best Mass because you know Grenada has the best mass, right?
Yeah.
That's from Chaos and LED. And you counter that with a Japs that if I were to think of the body of hits coming from Japs, that would not have been the first song on my mind.
I know.
But tell you what,
I told you I was going to cut you off guard this morning.
memory lane, man.
I was going to play.
That brought me down memory lane.
I
haven't heard this in a minute.
I had a previous one I had lined up for Japs. You understand? I was going to hit you that. But I see you coming down and I said I'm going to switch it a little bit, you know. Anyway, I have a caller line. Good morning. Who are you voting for? Good morning.
Morning, Cheetah. I vote for you this morning. A long time I hear your voice, you know. Looking out for me. Say Tanti morning, one morning, so. Gosh, I want to treat Tanti, so.
Don't worry, my dear. So who are you voting for this morning?
I'm voting for you. I don't know what the song you play, but I'm voting for you this morning.
Gary, she says she didn't even know the song I'm playing, but she voted for me.
Give Gary my love. All you have a blessed day. Take care.
All right.
And remember me in all your words, okay?
Tanti says she know the song, but she voted for me. Anyway.
That's a blind vote.
Yeah.
Blind vote.
Thanks, Tanti. Anyway, I'm taking it. Let me see how the voting is going thus far. How is it like for you on the social media then, Gary? We see how the vote is going in that direction.
Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. I got to go through all the messages here.
Big up to that Japs. Big up to that Japs, man. For real.
Hey, y'all, don't forget, you can call.
Yeah, you're number 435-2041. Of course, Gary played his song, and I did.
Somebody asked, when was that song?
I trying to remember. It was actually back. I'm looking at my. Wow. I don't have a date for it.
Somebody's giving you a vote here. They say I like GTO, so that's 2 votes for you, boy.
I'm taking it. I got another caller. Let's see what this caller. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, friend. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm voting for Gary.
You're voting for Gary? Yes. All right, man. Gary, you get one.
Thank you.
You get one.
I was getting kind of worried here this morning.
You get one. You get one this morning. So that's good. Not seeing folks chiming in yet via the WhatsApp for the song this morning, but that Japs was a huge Japs. Yes. And I'm seeing a voice.
Another person is chiming in for you here on Facebook. So that's another vote in your column section. So that's 3-1, boy.
Yeah, I have a WhatsApp voice note here. Let me see what this person is saying.
GT all the way.
GT all the way. I'm ahead by you guys. I'm ahead. Another WhatsApp message is coming saying, of course, track number 1. They're voting for track number 1. All right, so that's one for you.
So that's 4 votes to 2.
Yep.
So GT, looks like you're in a favorable position here this morning.
That's why I went red this morning.
Looks like you're about to take win, boy.
That's what I wore red this morning, Gary, because I was coming really hot at you this morning, and I just decided.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, play a tune again as your outro, man.
So we got just about a minute to go before we wrap the morning up. We have another caller. Let's take the final caller and see who they show the love for. We lost that caller there. Anyway, big up to the Jobs this morning.
Take win.
Yeah, I'm taking it, man. I'm taking it. Hey, Gary, about time for us to wrap? Just about 30 seconds before we wrap the show up this morning. Yes, it's all good. Big up to the jobs this morning. Lots of love coming via WhatsApp for the jobs this morning. Let's try the final. Let me take the final caller.
As we leave.
Let me take the final caller. Good morning, caller.
Okay, go ahead.
I think I'm voting for it's Gary.
You're voting for Gary?
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Take it easy. Gary's, I feel feeling sorry for you this morning anyway. But
almost beat you this morning. That's 3-4 now, GT. You may want to close it off now.
No, I'm taking my lead.
As we leave this morning, I want to say congratulations to Team Grenada in a historic march in Gibraltar. The senior men's national team drew 0-0 in their first international friendly for 2022. So congratulations. I know it wasn't a win. You know what I mean? So traveling out of state and playing, and enjoying this game. It's a huge achievement. So hey guys, congrats, same way.
All right. Hey folks, that's where we wrap the show up this morning. Thanks once again for all the folks who participated in one way or the other. Join us again. Well, I'm not going to be around with you tomorrow. Gary and Blossom's going to do their thing tomorrow, Friday. I'll be back with you on Monday once the Almighty permits. Gary, until we link again, man, have yourself a good one. Take it easy on Hot 98. Continue with the morning heat over there. I'll continue here on the K105 until it's 9 a.m. Until, have a good one, bro. Take it easy, man. I'm out of here.